It takes exactly 3 seconds to know if an SUV feels like a private jet. The door closes with a muted thump. The world goes quiet. The seat hugs your shoulders, you sink, and the ride smooths out the road like a freshly paved runway. Today, we're ranking 10 SUVs that deliver that first-class on wheels experience. By silence, ride quality, rear seat bliss, amenities, and chauffeur-friendly controls, so you can pick the one that actually feels like a jet, not just looks like it. Most luxury SUVs chase power and screens, but the true test, the jet test, begins after the first door close. Cabin hush, the NVH, suspension finesse, the rear lounge setup, the way controls never fight you, and how naturally the vehicle becomes your private cocoon, especially if you're in the second row or riding with a driver. We're not here to sell you a gimmick. We're here to show you what actually feels like a jet. 10. Jeep Grand Wagoneer Obsidian. Quiet strength, American lounge. This is the American answer to the first-class lounge. The Grand Wagoneer in Obsidian trim brings big body presence, a serene highway lope, and that cocoon-like sense of space that turns interstates into air corridors. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH road and wind muted in the mid to high range. The cabin dampens chatter. Ride, big chassis glide tuned for relaxed cruising. Rear seat, stretch out room with a proper lounge vibe. Amenities, ambient lighting, premium audio, soft close confidence. Chauffeur and UX, straightforward and American intuitive. This is a grand lounge, but the moment you experience a handmade touch, you'll realize why the next one feels even more like a jet. 9. Lincoln Navigator Black Label. Black tie calm. Navigator Black Label earns its spot by doing the obvious thing better than most. It stays calm. The second row is generous. The ride sits on that sweet spot between plush and planted, and the detuned hush makes you forget how large it is. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH, a city noise where feel on commutes. Ride plush, loves long, straight asphalt. Rear seat, wide recline and arm cradling comfort. Amenities, thoughtful details and curated themes. Chauffeur and UX, simple controls that make big feel easy. Calm is great, but what happens when calm meets outrageous craftsmanship? Buckle up. 8. Cadillac Escalade, Platinum or V. Tech suite with a red carpet ride. Escalade's magic is theater. The way the cabin greets you. The way the suspension float evens out broken pavement. The way your world narrows to the interior glow. In Platinum, you get the hush and grace. In V, you add a performance undercurrent, still luxe, still composed. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH, glass and insulation do real work. Ride. Majestic float with better body control than you expect. Rear seat, true row 2 VIP with generous foot space. Amenities, infotainment theater, ambient vibe, premium audio. Chauffeur and UX, confident, big S. UV made intuitive. If Escalade is movie premiere luxury, the next SUV is the executive jet departing from a private terminal. 7. Lexus LX600 Ultra Luxury. The Whispering Fortress LX600 Ultra Luxury delivers something rare. An SUV that feels like it will last a lifetime, yet greets you with a soft-touch hush every morning. Its ethos, robust platform with premium cabin feel, reinforces peace of mind. For long-term owners, remember this. Air suspensions across the luxury space bring comfort, but can be costly to repair in some cases. Know your configuration and your maintenance plan. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH, classic Lexus hush that is serene at speed. Ride, composed glide that feels stable and confident. Rear seat, executive treatment in ultra luxury that cocoons you. Amenities, elegant ambient touches and premium materials. Chauffeur and UX, everything works the way you expect. Quiet competence. If LX is the Whispering Fortress, the next one is a velvet sledgehammer. 6. Audi Q8 and Q8 e-tron, top trims, Teutonic tranquility. Audi's talent is subtle mastery. Q8, especially in top trims and the e-tron at the high end, leans into near-futuristic calm with consistent isolation, disciplined body control, and interiors that glow like a business-class cabin ready for dusk departures. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH electric hush in the e-tron flavor, while gas trims still impress. Ride, buttoned down and never brittle. Rear seat, lounge with seating with a relaxed rake. Amenities, tech that melts into the background. Chauffeur and UX, predictable and low friction, calm steering and controls. Sometimes you want the ride to feel like a magic carpet. That's where the next one elevates. 5. BMW ALPINA XB7, the silk glove rocket. ALPINA takes BMW's big S, UV, and massages it into something at once faster and softer. The XB7's party trick is orchestration. Power you rarely need married to ride composure you'll appreciate every day, and a second row that says yes to long legs. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH, low-frequency hush with premium glazing effect. Ride, plush meets precise, the silky side of speed. Rear seat, stretch, recline, decompress. Amenities, fine materials, and tasteful glow. Chauffeur and UX, effortless yet involved. You relax and the car handles the rest. Executed elegance is one thing. Tailored elegance by the millimeter is another. Watch this. 4. Range Rover SV, long wheelbase, tailored serenity. Long wheelbase, Range Rover SV is tranquility tailored. You feel it in the way the chassis breathes over city scars, in the way soft surfaces swallow noise, and in the way the rear seats become a spa at 60 miles per hour. LWB means runway length legroom, the kind of space that changes how you think about arrival. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH, whisper grade isolation. Ride, the iconic Range Rover Glide, the archetype of plush. Rear seat, LWB transforms the second row into a lounge. Amenities, executive finishes and ambient calm. Chauffeur and UX, gentle low-speed control with smooth starts and stops. How do you out-tailor tailored? You add heritage craftsmanship turned up to 11. 3. Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600. Gala night every night. Maybach turns every commute into a gala, from the way the cabin tones down the world to the feeling that every surface has been touched by a designer's hand. GLS 600 is a statement of occasion. It is often best felt in the second row, where the recline and leg support create a mini suite. Scorecard snapshot, silence and NVH, concert hall hush where road texture just fades. Ride, majestic float that feels poised and unhurried. Rear seat, true lounge with executive recline vibes. Amenities, champagne evening atmosphere with indulgent details. Chauffeur and UX, low-speed polish with easy, elegant inputs. And yet, there's a level of handcrafted obsession beyond even Maybach. You know what's coming.
I don't hear him talking any longer.
2. Bentley Bentayga EWB, the executive suite on wheels. Bentayga EWB is how you spell private jet energy with a British accent. Extended wheelbase sharpens the second row proposition into I live here now. What stands out is not just the hush, it's the tuning, the way the ride smothers sharp edges without the float, the way the structure feels carved from billet, and how every control is both effortless and exact. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH, deep hush with a carved from metal feel. Ride, sinuous and stable with high-frequency bumps edited out. Rear seat, EWB turns comfort into theater with true lounge geometry. Amenities, an artisan's touch at every glance and reach. Chauffeur and UX, supremely intuitive, composed at walking pace and mile-eating speeds. Only one SUV does Serenity so thoroughly, it feels like the world bends around its cabin. It wears a spirit on its hood. Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the moving sanctuary. Cullinan is the SUV that makes the road feel optional. Door closes, starlight ceiling glows, and the ride becomes an event, quiet, unhurried, and oddly emotional. The private jet test is passed in the first minute, but the real payoff is cumulative. The way silence, texture, suspension, and ergonomics add up to something you feel in your breathing. Scorecard snapshot. Silence and NVH. Take a call at highway speed levels of hush. Ride, effortless. Imperfections disappear into the floor. Rear seat, true private lounge. Sit back and let the world recede. Amenities, every touch point is art with a soft close symphony. Chauffeur and UX, silk smooth starts and stops with controls that disappear. We promised jet energy, and Cullinan delivers the moving sanctuary, the kind of cocoon that makes time elastic. Luxury is not loud. It is the absence of friction. If the right SUV can remove the world's noise for just one commute a day, it can change how you show up for everything that matters. That's worth chasing. That's why we made this list. If this helped you feel the difference, and the next episodes will compare luxury sedans that feel like first class, consider subscribing so you don't miss the follow-up. It's the only way to know which one truly fits your runway.